This is the First Star Logistics Bengals Nation with Coach Marvin Lewis, presented by Cincinnati Bell.
Well, how everybody, welcome once again to the Bengals Nation here at the Moorline Lager House. Brad Sankey alongside Ali Cohen. Great show tonight. Adam Jones is going to be here. And Ali, with 5 games left to go, the Bengals mathematically still alive. So you're saying there's a chance.
So you're saying
Yes.
There's a chance. It's like a broken record, but really,
Yeah.
I mean, mathematically, yes, there's still a chance. And people were talking about it in the locker room earlier today. So they're not out of it, and they're still playing for something, I mean, other than pride, obviously.
Yeah, and it has to happen this Sunday against the Eagles.
Yeah.
How encouraged are you that this group of guys is going to handle that adversity?
Well, I am. I'm very encouraged and I'm excited about it. I think during a football season you're going to face adversity and you need to learn how to overcome it if you want to end up where you want to be at the end. So I think you'd love to be undefeated, but we're not.
Give Andy Dalton a big round of applause. Defensive end Carlos Dunlap, give it up for Carlos.
Let's hear it for him. Good day.
Hooday!
Okay. Give it up for Vinny Ray.
Yeah!
2014 pick out of Alabama. Give it up for quarterback A.J. McCarron.
Yes, roll tide.
Safety George Iloka. Give it up for George.
The Broncos in the house. Boise State.
Yeah, I feel really comfortable with the guys that we have. You know, guys have come in and stepped up and played really well, and so we just got to keep it going and find ways to keep winning.
So you have that Carlos Dunlap Foundation, obviously. How much has it changed your life?
I think they helped me just as much as I would like to think I helped them. It helps keep me grounded and humble. I can relate to a lot of the people and a lot of the kids.
What has it been like playing football and also being a new dad this year?
It's been awesome. One of my favorite things is coming home, and my daughter, she's crawling pretty good now. And I open the door and she like kind of crawls up to me. You know, it's one of the coolest things.
Time for our Better Know a Teammate segment, sponsored by Ohio University.
I'll give you a clue. He plays a position maybe kind of pretty similar to CJ.
This may be the first time in the history of my life that I've ever tried to copy off the football player.
Oh, wow.
No,
Ouch.
It'd be smart for you to do. I knew who it was with the over easy.
He knew it right away for sure.
Now it's time for the keys to the game, sponsored by Kia.
Here in the team room with the coach breaking down Sunday's win against the Browns in the Battle of Ohio.
Starting with the offense here, Brad, this is kind of the kickoff of the game, first play offensively. A nice job done by our guys here at the line of scrimmage. And you see the movement and the downhill, and you see the line of scrimmage beginning to change even from this angle. And that's what you got to have. And, that's really important moving forward all the time, moving these guys. Pullers coming around, we're kicking out there, coming in here to get the safety, block back. And that's what you want to have for a successful game and play, and Jeremy hitting the ball vertically up the field. And then we come back following up after the first down. A nice job here off the play, off the toss. And now we come back with a reverse to Tyler Boyd. Nice job by our guys running down here. And again, good opportunity to change field position was a big play that led, helped set up the first touchdown. You can see again here as we go here and capture. Andy leads the way. Got capture here, and now the ball is just going to hit up in there. So a nice job there by the guys.
Gain of 39.
But again, you see we're trying to work here, work the rush, squeeze the quarterback. Gino with a nice rush here, gets a good hit on the quarterback. Got a naked here, a nice job playing the bootleg, and then they're trying to throw it back. See, quarterback setting up and trying to throw back, and a nice job by the guys over the top. That was really key in the football game, not to let any vertical throws go over the top. And you see Sean Williams getting himself in great football position here to go up and rebound the football. Key, as I said, will be big this week for Pittsburgh. Same thing.
As we head to break, stay with us on First Star Logistics Bengals Nation, presented by Cincinnati Bell. Brad and Coach Lewis will be at the Telestrator, all coming up on Bengals Nation.
Welcome back to the First Star Logistics Bengals Nation, presented by Cincinnati Bell.
And welcome back to the show. It is time for fantasy football here, joined by local comedian Josh Sneed. And we've got like kind of a running bet this season. if I were to win the contest, you would come on our show and do some sports, and if I were to lose, which it's looking like that right now, I would do a little bit of stand-up for you.
Yeah, you have to open
which
for
I'm
me.
dreading, exactly.
That's
so
right.
I would like to win this.
We want him to lose. Basically, it was all that boils down to is we want Brad to lose.
It would be fun.
So this week we're going to go running backs again, and you are going with.
Well, this is not going to be a popular pick for Bengals fans, but Le'Veon Bell is coming off a career high and also a Steelers single game record. So I'm going to go with it because I've got to get back in this thing and win it.
I hope you lose in epic fashion this year because I'm going to bring in my man Floyd from Covington. Get in here, brother.
Who's he going with?
Who is the people's pick for this week?
Devontae Freeman.
Devontae Freeman. I love it. That is a solid pick any week.
Yeah.
Especially this week. And Floyd, as always, for making our pick, you get a Bengals Nation First Star Logistics football signed by our guest this week, AJ McCarron. So I appreciate that. Good luck to us. Who day?
Yes, appreciate it. And I'm already working on my stand-up act, I think.
There we go. All right.
It's time for Trivia, sponsored by Hudipole Pure Lager.
Perrin, Tim, and Betsy today, so hopefully you studied up on CJ because all these questions are about him. CJ caught a game-winning touchdown at Auburn his junior year against Mississippi State with how many seconds remaining on the clock? Oh, Betsy, Perrin, you know it already?
1.
No. Okay.
1.
No. I'm going to give you choices, though.
Multiple
a minute
choice.
20, 30 seconds, or 10. No. Okay, Betsy.
10.
10 is correct. Betsy
on the scoreboard.
Betsy won.
Defensively, they've racked up 26 sacks so far this season. Former Bearcat Connor Barwin has 4 of them. He's a guy that puts a lot of pressure on opposing teams.
Yeah, Connor's been an effective player since he came in the NFL out of UC, and a guy that we've seen when he was down in Houston and now over in Philly. So he's an impressive guy. He can apply pressure, and they do a good job that way.
And head coach Doug Peterson in his first year, I think 8 years ago, he was coaching high school. Kind of amazing rise, and he's one of those guys that has really kind of made his way through from Kansas City now to Philadelphia.
Yeah, I know Andy Reid really thought very highly of him. When I spoke to Andy a long time ago, back in 2010, after the 2010 season, about Doug when he first joined him. So he felt he would be a very good coach, and he obviously has fulfilled that part of it himself. So he's done a great job.
Well, that was the final word from head coach Marvin Lewis. Now the final word from Jeremy Hill. What has to happen Sunday against the Browns to get this team back on track?
I think it was just we need to control the time of possession. I think for us, we need to sustain drives and put more points on the board and help our defense out. And I know our defense will play great. I'm not worried about them at all.
Do you want to talk about, Adam, for a second, what you're doing for this holiday season?
We had all the kids in the school write a letter saying why they want a bike, and we're actually buying every kid in the school a bike this Christmas. So
wow,
I think it'd be really good, man. Give kids something to look up to. And it's always good to give back to the city.
What are your thoughts? Final 8 games of the season. Two-Day Nation ready to rise?
Yes, absolutely. We're going to right this ship and finish this thing strong.
Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of First Star Logistics. Bengals Nation. Want to thank the coach and Josh, Carlos, Ali. We'll see you here next week at the Moorline Lager House. Hoo-Day!
Hoo-Day!